Hey, what's up, Taurus? Welcome to AriesFireTarot. My name is Robin, and I'm here to do a reading for you for Halloween, which is why I'm wearing this hat, which is too tall to fit in the entire frame. But anyway, welcome to the channel here, guys, and thanks so much for joining me. So, I found this tarot card spread for Halloween, and obviously I'm a big fan of costumes, and this is going to be a really cool read for you that I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot to do for you. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope it resonates for you. But do keep in mind, this is a general reading, and it's going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So I'll just shuffle through a little bit longer, and we have a 6-card placement spread. And the first card is going to look at the costume, and to explain that, what it means is, who do you want to be? So I really want you guys to enjoy this reading and have fun. And if you wanted to go on a pause and put on your own costume, that's completely cool too. So let's jump in. All right, so who do you want to be? Sort of like the dream, you know, the icon that you hold for yourself. I'm really like butchering this shuffle, so bear with me. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands. And I love this card, you guys, so much because she's such a caregiver, and being able to, she almost to a point deprioritizes herself until she gets really exhausted. But that's only because she has this like enormous heart, and she just thrives on taking care of family, friends, like volunteering and, you know, driving people around. And she's just such a wonderful energy. So to see that this is what your goal is, to be able to probably have a family, or if you have a family, like putting yourself last, and that is really beautiful. But the only downfall about the Queen of Wands is that she really can exhaust herself. So this is something to be mindful of, you guys. And she can get a little bit snippy when she doesn't get enough rest and, you know, use self-care. So that's really great. We have a plane flying overhead. I'm going to pause. Hold on. Sounded like a really big one too. So we're going to look at the second card placement, and it's called Possessed. And this is going to indicate what drives and inspires you. So I'm just going to pull out the cards, and then we'll, you know, tell the story with all of the cards. Oh, this is really cool too. So this really leads very well from the Queen of Wands. You've got the 10 of Pentacles, and this is called the jackpot card, like the jackpot of abundance. And you can see here, we were talking about the Queen of Wands and really wanting to take care of friends, family, you know, possibly volunteering, you know, being a big sister or a big brother, or something really kind of admirable that more people should be doing. And you can see here in this 10 of Pentacles that there's the family, and, you know, there's 3 generations. There's a nice floofy dog there, nice house, everything's green and abundant. So this is your inspiration, and it feels like that you guys are an inspiration for other people. You know, I'm certainly like in awe of people that have the energy and the compassion to really, you know, make the most of their connections and fill their heart with supporting other people. So let's see the third card placement, which is Candy, and how to make life sweeter for you. This is one of my favorite ones. This is great. This is the 9 of Pentacles, you know, so really planning. Everything is just so centered around, you know, how you can make your life better. But it's not just single-minded objective. It is like really planning for your future with your family. And the 9 of Pentacles is, you know, it indicates a wealth of abundance, like money, to be able to take care of these generations, like your descendants and your ancestors too. Like you could probably be taking in a family member and taking care of them, but it looks like you're going to be financially able to do that. Cool cards. So let's see. RIP. It says, everybody knows what that means, right? I don't have to. So this is how to Oh, I skipped ahead. This one is haunted and ghosts from the past. So you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is kind of intriguing here because maybe you skipped a couple steps and you're not possibly at that level of financial abundance that you want to be at. Or maybe there's something that you just kind of like, oh, I wish I had have done that, like done the traveling, or, you know, gone to university if you didn't go. This is kind of, I got so lost in this card. It's like he's really looking at something closely, and maybe you let something slip through your fingers, like a phase of life that was probably more acceptable for other people. But you know, if you missed a step, you guys, that's okay. And it is kind of involved around higher learning, but it's like you were meant to miss that. So let's see the next card, which is that RIP card that I was talking about before. And let's see how to banish that ghost for good. Oh, well, wow. Okay. So you have the Eight of Cups. You're just going to have to try and eliminate that emotional attachment somehow, because that can really put a damper on everything. You know, and you have two eights in your reading here, guys. So that's an angel number 8. So the Eight of Cups is like really emotionally attached, but wanting to move on. And you can see that they're all upright, you know, so that's really important. You know, some of the Eight of Cups cards, they have some of the cups upside down or knocked over, but there's still a lot of longing and looking behind you, but your future is so bright. Like, you maybe want to understand why you're so emotionally attached to something like that. Like, if it was just going to school, but, you know, maybe somebody's kind of rubbing your nose in it, or, you know, you're made to feel inadequate because you don't have a Bachelor of Arts in something or whatever. You know, it's just really, it's really festering, whatever that stage is that you missed. And for some of you, you might not have a, you know, a high school diploma, or get it's called GED in Canada, where you write the test for the equivalency. I don't know what it's called where you might be living, but I'm going to pull another card, which is Monsters and Goblins. So fears and habits to let go of. So this should really help, because you know what, you don't need that kind of, wow. Okay. So you have the Seven of Swords. And this guy is like super creepy, and he really took a piece of you, you know, and it could be a certain individual that is responsible for you missing this step, you know, this logical step in your life. You might have had everything all planned out, and then somebody came and like totally pulled the rug out from underneath of you, you know. And some of you could have been wiped out financially because of somebody. But you know, with all this promise that you have coming in here with the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, I'm not entirely sure why you guys are looking into the past at what you missed, you know, because everything happens for a reason. So this is kind of intriguing. So whatever comes to your mind as when I'm saying this stuff, you guys, is that's the thing. You know, when you get an immediate click into your head, that's your higher self giving you an answer, and that might help release you, especially if you feel like somebody held you back, you know, and you could have sacrificed something to take care of your family, and it looks like you do this with a really huge open heart. But you know, if you couldn't go to university because there wasn't enough money, or you had to drop out of high school to help your family, you know, this is something that is far and away better than you know, having a degree hanging on your wall. And I know a lot of people set a lot of store by having that degree or whatever and they kind of identify with that. But I'm seeing where you're just really attached to it, and you might even be considering going back. But this person here is really, like, whoever this was, whoever, and I'm getting for some of you, stabbed you in the back. Something unpleasant happened probably around like your high school, university years, where you could have been blamed for something that they did, and you could have gotten kicked out of school or not admitted to a university. There's something that really happened around that time frame. And you recovered really, really well, but it's like you're kind of like, I wish you have a real case of the, what if, and that's really just, it's time to get over that for yourself, Taurus, because you have this beautiful future, and this is probably happening in your present reality right now, especially if you're the one taking care of other people. It's like the universe is watching that and is definitely going to reward you for all of that. So anything that you missed out on in the past, it's going to be made up to you. I was getting the words tenfold, but then I got the words triplefold. So I guess that would be 30 times the amount of what you perceive that you missed out on, but you didn't miss out on something, because you were probably the person that helped somebody else get through a really impossible time. And that person, I really feel like there's also somebody here that believes that they owe you their life, or they just have this huge gratitude in their heart towards you. And that is so much more important than a plaque on the wall. So I'm going to pull one more card here, guys. So it's time to shift your focus, because you do have the Star card. So if you're looking back into the past and going, well, I really missed out on that, with the Eight of Pentacles and this really wistful energy with the Eight of Cups, it's like, oh, just, if things had turned out differently, but that they didn't, right? So you have this really upbeat and joyous energy of the Star card to keep on looking forward, and to keep on using this like momentous energy of the Queen of Wands to keep on going, and realizing that your friends and family are probably the biggest inspiration to you to keep on going, and you're like everybody's hero right now. And there could be circumstances coming in for you where you're going to start to recognize just what an amazing person you are, Taurus, and how you've been able to give so many other people their wings. So try not to let this, it's not a failure. It just is something that didn't happen, and it wasn't meant to happen. So really try and look at it that way, because you've got the Jackpot card and the Nine of Pentacles, which are both beautiful, lush, amazingly abundant energies. So try to focus on that instead. And you're going to have to let this shady guy, the Seven Swords, you're going to have to let him go, because you guys were just part of each other's journey, even though it feels like it was a horrible experience. So anyway, guys, interesting read. So happy Halloween, and take care of yourselves, Taurus. Bye for now. Bye.